Righto, so for our Girl Talk this morning, we're posing the question, should married couples only have married friends? Coming out of apparently a real situation where a friend of ours, his friend, got married and she's just not hanging out with her friend anymore because she says, I'm married now, you wouldn't understand. You're not married, you wouldn't get it. So, what really happens after the marriage? Should you discard all your single friends because they just don't get it?
Yeah.
Or is it good to have your friends around? Okay, so what would be the risk of a married couple, of your married friend, keeping you as a single friend, a friend?
Different goals and objectives. Different, and when I say a friend, yes, you'll be a friend, but the friendship is going to change. You just have to accept that it's going to change. Because there are certain things now that as a wife, she has to, whether you want to accept it or not, there are certain things as a wife she has to do or should be doing for her own relationship. And so a lot of the time that would be spent, a lot of the things that you normally would have probably be do, like me could go out of this place, maybe not. So it's inevitable.
So does that mean you cut off the friendship?
Not totally.
Full scale,
not totally, but best believe it's going to change.
Okay.
It should. It should.
But what's
Whereas
the
a married woman still living like a single woman, then something is wrong.
Yeah, but I don't know if the other extreme is healthy to cut off your friends. I mean,
and cut off, I don't know if cut off might be it, but I think over time, you'll just have different
priorities
and different things to do, and eventually it will peter out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this article we're looking at is from the Daily Monitor magazine. First question, it says, can single friends be a bad influence on their married friends? It says the reality is that the behavior of single individuals is different from that of married people because, let me understand Lisa, you know. Because married people have different priorities from singles. A married woman, for instance, knows that her responsibility after work is to go back home to tend to her husband and children. On the other hand, a single woman may decide to do whatever she wants to do after work.
Yeah.
Probably go out with friends to see a movie or the bar for a drink.
Yeah.
Even if a married woman went out with single friends, at some point, she's going to have to excuse herself to go back home.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Got it.
Yeah. And, you know, a single person, it can be a little bit more spontaneous. You can be driving past somewhere and say, wait, the place that open. I could go in there, so go check it out. Because where you can't stop and eat and drink and do what you want to do. A married woman might have to make a call.
Yeah.
And say, okay, I know you're at home, but I'm making a stop along the way. I don't reach home. Sheffield, you can't go and shake your head, but no. You can't go and shake it, but even out of courtesy, I would not want to know that my husband, there woman, one day if something happened to me. Because me not reach home. You don't have to make a call and say, look.
Chef, are you ever going to get married? You're going to get married? Really? No, she wants to stop. So she wants to go and hang out with her friends, for example. You see her usually come home at 6 o'clock. At 9 o'clock you don't see her. You wouldn't want her to call you to say, Chef, I stopped at.
I lie my tell. Lisa, go so Lisa.
No, but
because lightning will strike you. Chef,
if you married,
everything you say, but not this.
Chef, if you married at 6 o'clock, your wife's supposed to come home at 9 o'clock. You don't say her. You don't expect a call. Are you not calling her?
That means you don't care. That means you don't care. That means you don't care.
At primary school, you don't want no. You don't want no, baby. Okay, I haven't seen you. Just.
You know why Sheffield is saying this? Because Sheffield want to know him can't go stop anyway, he want to stop. And the wife now have to say, where were you? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Simone.
Where's that?
Anyway, me stop her when my wife can't call me and ask me. So that's a total different conversation.
This is the same chef who said he lock up people in his house?
But out of respect, you want the husband. And also, I don't want to say before it comes, but you can stop and your single friend can say, wait, that look nice. Remember order it and eat it and drink it. The married woman have bills to pay, joint bills.
Harry, if you don't see your wife come home by 9 o'clock and she usually come home by 6, you know, call her? Okay.
Happily married for many
Spain
years.
Town? Are you calling your lady? Okay. So it's just chef then.
Because I don't want nobody call him. That's the point I'm making. He's setting up the perimeter of the relationship so he can get away with it. No, not independence.
Okay.
Do you think that married couples cease having anything in common with their single friends? No, man, they have things in common. They have things in common. But their world has just expanded a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, they says their single friends they will lose because they no longer share anything in common with them, because naturally they will cease being similar. Married people sometimes prefer to hang out with other married individuals whom they want to hold the same kind of conversations with. For instance, talk about children or family developments. On the other hand, if a married individual shared this kind of conversation with a single person,
correct,
they might look at the subject as boring or fail to understand their frustrations.
Yes. Lord, you talk about your husband again. I don't want to hear nothing about no husband, man. With their club, we are trying to meet some guys. And the married woman is like, I'm not trying to meet guys. I have a guy.
What she doing in the club?
I'm just at the club trying
to
enjoy the music and the drinks. You know what I mean? So what's the two guys here come, them I go buy with some drink? No, I don't want a guy buy me no drink. So it's...
Get yourself some single friends who've been married. Then you can have those discussions with them because they would understand. Eh? I said the floor is active. The floor active this morning.
Felducci said get responsible single friends.
Who are these?
Then because me go to club and somebody buy me drink,
who are these chicken heads you're hanging out with? What's happening here?
Woo!
Wow.
For those interested, I don't like how this sounds, but those interested in keeping their single friends, how should they do it? Inviting them for family occasions and gatherings is the way to do it. I don't know. The problem probably sets in when one fails to blend in and feels out of place. I think inviting them to the gatherings may make them feel out of place. So I don't know about that one there.
No, Delia, look behind you. Look behind you. We have a man in here, you see, people.
He dances to the news. He dances to the commercial. Right now we're talking about girl talk. And Simone, I don't know why Simone told me to look behind me. But there's some things that when you see it, you cannot unsee it. And to look around and see soft man dancing was not on my list of things to do on a Tuesday morning.
You gotta love soft. All right.
Should married people discuss their marital issues with their single friends?
Article says, not such a good idea. If you're having issues in your marriage, you should probably talk to another married couple. I don't know about that neither. Find a counselor.
Find a counselor, but also it's good to speak to other married couples and older couples too.
But you have to be careful how you couch what you say.
Okay.
Because some married people are not happy in their relationships. And they don't want you to be happy either. You understand?
Or they may have different viewpoints as well.
Correct. But they may not give you the best advice depending on where they are.
Because you argue too much. When your husband is speaking, just listen and do what he says.
Womp.
Or your wife talk too much. You need to tell her to. So it depends on who you take the advice.
Or she what? She came home and she didn't cook? No, you need to give her a stern talking to because that is a part of her.
We could finish. Because I can't manage this girl talk this morning. It's... What did Spanish Town just say? It's great to have... as Simone says, know which married couple to speak to. Because if it's one whose marriage is quite rocky, I don't know if they can... And you know what's good? Tapping into a counselor every now and then. A marriage counselor. People see marriage counselors as only when you're going to get married or when you're getting a divorce or when you're having problems. It's great to tap in because sometimes you can stave off problems before they happen.
Yeah. Counseling should be an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Check in with your counselor regularly. You guys just go sit. What's going right? What's going wrong? How are things going generally?
Yeah.
And
single friends, if your friend married, find some more single friends.
Yes, Sheffield is
Find
available.
some more single
also,
friends.
clearly soon Spanish Town, because if your expectations are that
because you know what happened to Simone too, sometimes they guilt their married friends. You know, you're out and the friend said, look, I can't stay late. I have to go. Lord, you're boring me.
Yep. From your married.
From your married, you know what, I'm going away. From your married, she's married. And that's what she says. And it happens with the men as well. I'm saying
women. You know that a lot of
but
single women do that
the
because they're jealous too.
Particularly the men. Listen, I can't come today because my wife.
Virginia gets tough.
I woman run your house, man. Your wife run your house. But what are you? Yeah, you're out. Women come, him saying, I'm good. Especially if, hey, you guys don't want to get me started. Especially if the married friend is the one that attracts the women. Because you know, in every group, there's a guy that all the women will say, oh, that's a cute guy. So they want to go out with him because they want him to attract the women.
Magnet.
And if him say, nah, go, no, you brother, you have to come. Say, hey, you know, see that woman there, look for him. Nah, look over there, some he's a married man. Then just for look.
Envigling.
Just for look.
Wickedness. Leave your married friends alone and let them navigate them life in Jesus' name. I have to break. I just had the discussion, Lisa was so sorry, Kay. Break. We'll be right back. That's it for Girl Talk.
Well, don't you not yet.